Raji, and then you can always edit it. Okay, so really, so yeah, record it in your local machine, and then you can always put it back.
Recording, yeah, I got the request.
Yeah, I accepted it, Bala. So
Yes, yes,
it's
I
already
did
recording.
I did in my system. It's recording.
Excellent. Okay.
Ashok, we'll give a minute, I think, from entire Raghu's team also
we are
kept joining.
starting
I
after
see
2 minutes
Deborah.
only.
Yeah, I see
please start.
Deborah and I see Raghu Tota, many others joining. Yeah, Madhavi.
Yeah, we'll give another couple of minutes.
We have a meeting. Ashok, you okay? I know
Hello,
I
Deborah.
heard. Hmm. How are you doing? Sorry about that. Give me a minute.
Good, how are you?
I'm good, good. I'll be on camera in just a minute.
Okay, while we are waiting for Ashok and Raja to start, what is that one line that you heard from Aki that made you think deeper today?
I got one.
Yeah, go ahead, Deborah.
Yeah, I got one. The one line. The one
Yeah.
line that got me was, "Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing."
Whatever you're not changing is your choosing. Wow. Yes.
So I can go next. The greatest gift you can give is vision.
Yes. The greatest gift a human can give for another human being is a vision. Yes. So
Every no that you're hearing is getting you closer to that yes.
the right yes. Not
Yes.
just a yes, the right yes.
The right yes. Yes.
Yeah. And about the vision, right, Rohit, you brought up a great point. People without vision, they perish. Or people should have a vision, or they should follow somebody who has a vision. Otherwise, they'll perish. This is Hubert's statement, not mine. Great points. Okay.
Not making a decision is also a decision.
Absolutely. Not making a decision is also a decision. Yes. Great.
I have to.
And don't try to convince.
Yeah. We are not in a business of convincing. We are in a business of offering.
Correct.
Yeah, we are in a business of giving.
You're offering a vehicle.
Correct. We
Not
are offering a vehicle.
We're in the business of inviting.
Yeah, we are in a business of invitation. Yeah, we are in a business of having a conversation.
So
Sun and moon shine at their own time.
Sun and moon will shine at their own time, yes. And your
And
time will come when you are ready, when you put in that work.
Yeah. And people convince themselves when they talk. That was the most beautiful thing. We don't have to do any work if we just listen.
Fantastic.
Don't impress, don't motivate, don't convince. All you do is just inspire.
Yes. Doing your work, doing what is needed. That's all. Okay, cool. Are you guys ready? It's 2:17 Central Time. So whenever you're ready, Ashok and Raji, you can take over.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Let me ensure Raji.
Yeah, thank you, Raja.
And let Ravik start. And I will.
All right, we are ready.
Yes, let's rock it.
Okay, guys. Okay, thank you all for joining. I know many of you have been waiting for this, and today is it is something special because this is our first executive promotion at the executive field chairman level from the entire Super System Builders team. And today's journey, whatever they're going to share, many of you know Ashok Raji. It is not just about what they are showing, what they have accomplished. See what they have overcome as well, right? And see this as part of your visualization as well. And most importantly, to gain something, you have to give up something. There are many accomplishments which they are going to share today. At the same time, what was the done behind the scenes to accomplish them? So visualize yourself sharing your own journey soon in similar kind of forum. Ashok Raj is so happy. You are the first EFC from our entire super system builders hierarchy. And I'm sure more to come. Wishing you the CEO MD soon. Team is all excited to listen from you. Let's get started.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ravi.
Thank you so much,
Raji,
Ravi.
share your screen and
Can you all see my screen?
Yes, Raji.
Yeah.
okay, great. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being here on your Saturday, with your family time. So much going on, but you are here to listen our story. We promise you, we want you to see yourself through us. That's our the goal today. We're going to just speak from our heart, and we're going to just pour our heart to you in the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, right? That's our goal. And this journey, like Ravik just mentioned, you will see the transformation that we have gone through this platform, and the growth that happened within ourselves, in our team, in our life, as a result of our leadership, right? So that is our journey. I was just thinking, 2.5 hours is the most of us watch movie, any good movie, 2.5 hours, right? You're going to hear, 2.5 years of story through us in the next few minutes. But I want to start with thanking how this journey started. I want to thank Venkat and Valli, our friend, who came into our life and put our name into their, in their prospect list, right? So this is what our life was when, before we met Venkat, right? Our family with a regular life, like every one of us, right? We both in this country had a, master's degree and have a great IT career combined, like, almost like 36 years of IT experience. What we were like, Venkat knows us really well. We were very busy with our kids' classes. It's hard to believe looking back, Raji was busy taking the kids to 10 plus classes combined, both the kids, right? You all know that our kids, Pratiksha and Pratyaksh, they were busy in their, with all these classes. Obviously, we were filled with our, a lot of responsibility back home for our both side, our parents, family, so much responsibility, like every one of us. But one thing I would tell you, right? We were always open-minded. That is one thing I would, it was never a time that we were not open-minded. Before coming to this business also, we were always growth mindset. That is how our life was. What can we do better in our life? That one thing, that annual, goal settings as a family, that is what led to this opportunity when Venkat showed us. And that led to great Ravik and Raja and Raghu that you all know as our story. Right. So this is what we are going to today. We're going to share, what we did in our first year, and then I'm going to come back and, share more, and then we'll finish it with the goal. But before I hand it over to Raji, many of you know Raji's energy, Raji's passion. I'm really thankful to God for bringing her into my life. I wanted somebody like my mom, right? So Raji definitely, fulfills that and goes beyond. My mom is my, what do you call it, inspiration. I could never imagine that somebody can, do and dream and bigger than what my mom did. obviously, I'm very, very proud to say that Raji is a great dreamer. And thanks to God for bringing her into my life, So without further ado, let's hand it over to Raji and I'll come back.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashok. Good afternoon, everyone. We are actually very, very, very excited to get this executive field chairman. It's not about the title, it's about our journey, right? So we wanted to be, our journey should be very inspiring to people and it should impact many people life. That is what we mainly wanted more than what we achieve in our life. So I will go through the first year journey, right? When we start, this is the picture that when we went to Hawaii, first time with the Hubert, right? 9 months in the business, going and meeting Hubert. It was, I cannot tell how it feels, right? And your children, and we got one-on-one time with him. So first year was all about ignorant enthusiasm, energy, and excitement. I mean, whatever we did, we were like going really fast, and we didn't know in the path what was happening. So that kind of energy and enthusiasm, excitement we had, which is what mainly needed for this business. So we just worked through whatever happens, we will make it happen. That's the only thing from day one when we got started. We told Ravi, like, Ravi, when we are in really. We will give our 200% effort. If it works out, we're going to give ourselves 1 year time. If it is there, we are able to see the success, we'll be here. Otherwise, we are done. We are very, very clear on that. So from day one, like Ashok said, 10 plus classes my children had. So definitely as soon as I got into this and we were able to see the bigger potential of the business, so immediately I reprioritized my kids' classes to accommodate to what it takes. Because do I want my children to be doing what they are doing? Is it going to help with where we want to see ourselves in the future? So immediately what I did, 6 classes cut down to 4 classes. Okay. And it's not like it's going to stop. I told them, just give me 2 to 3 years. I need to focus on this. So you will have less classes. And in the meantime, you will work on your school homework and everything. But in the meantime, while we build the business really strong, then we will get back to whatever classes you want if it is necessary. So that's what I told the children. And this was alignment in the first week with the children, and they are all in. So that was the best thing we did. So the first, since we got it August 2023, first big event was October boot camp. That is the first boot camp in California. Raghu and Raja and everybody, Ravi came. So the main thing what I noticed as I put together this information, right? So from the beginning, from the first event, we had really good number of partners and guests from our team. So that also led to a huge success for us, because looking at the picture, I was just going back and seeing, okay, we had first event so many people from our team. That was like 2 months in the business, right? So we have no idea what we did, because Ravik told us just bring in everybody. So we called everybody and brought in. And then the second event is life-changing event for us, because it is our first quantum growth in Tampa in November. Every event we had a minimum 4 wide. 4 wide in that was the first 1 or 2 months. So that was the second picture is our November Tampa event, and it was life changing for us because we were able to see Aki, Raghu, Raja, and entire Raghu's team, whoever were there in the quantum growth. So it impacted me so much. Right. So after that event, immediately I decided that I will quit the job. I told Raghu and Raja there itself in that event. By end of that, Raja was telling that just hold on, just don't make any decision. We'll talk about this. I was like, Raja, no, I made the decision. I'm going to go for it. And I told this to Raghu also. And then after we came back and we worked out on it. But the picture that's on the right side, it's really, really very important picture to me, because those were the top 5 income earner in Raghu's organization that time. So I saved into my favorites. So what I look at that every day. So my goal was like, we should be in the top 5 in the cash flow in entire Raghu scheme. So that has to happen. So that was my goal. And I think I can proudly say now we are in the top 5 or 10. I can 100% say that right now within less than 2 years in the entire Raghu team. So that is the kind of dream and goal we had. And after that, right side, if you see, we met Hubert in December, which is less than 5 months in the business. That was total game changing, because I am able to understand system more because we thought system LFS, but I don't think we never understood very well. So that changed our perspective of the business and focusing on the team building and everything. And in the first year, December, we had our first stall in Tennessee. We have no idea what we are going and doing. We just went and we put it. We had a friend in Tennessee because we don't want to do in the state that where we live when we are starting something new, because we were also hesitant. So we just thought at least we'll come out of our hesitation. So that's what we did. But moreover, in the first 5 months, we traveled almost every month. And in the December, heavily we traveled to Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and again we traveled to Tennessee. So multiple travels happened during the break. So kids break, we utilized to the core as a vacation as well as the business. Every travel we did, we made sure it's an opportunity for us to build the team as well as spend time with the family. So that we did it together. So then January we went to the Top Gun, and another big success for us in the Top Gun, which is 5 months, we were MD when Ravik went CEO MD. We had 8 partners in 4 wide. That Top Gun is really, really important Top Gun because that was our first Top Gun, and we were on the stage for 50K watch earner. Our cash flow was 93K. We just 7K less by 100K. Okay, and I quit my IT job. We made close to 100K, right? I quit my IT job and I did my alarm breaking ceremony. So that Top Gun from who came from that partners, we have 3 RMDs came from that first Top Gun. So it's really important that all the big events you come and you commit first and you make sure you are bringing good number of partners and in wide, not like one leg and you go deep. Yes, you need to, but you also need more wide, which will give you more success, because I was reflecting on it and seeing it because Pankaj, Ramesh and Naresh came from that first Top Gun because their upline was there and Pankaj was there in that event. He got recruited one day before the Top Gun. So that any time, just don't miss big events and don't miss the chance to bring your partners there. That will be life changing. Okay. And we were also able to qualify for Hawaii and we got our RMD done. Aki came that time here and he gave our RMD award. So we were recognized for 3 together. We finished our 100K and Hawaii qualification and I went full time and as well as our RMD. It was a big success, but that was like a 6 months. And right after that, the moment we became RMD, we immediately started our Lions Bay Shop meeting. Not even single week we were on part of our Ravik super team meeting when we became RMD. We don't know how many people we had in our team. We had a total of 45 recruits on our team. We have no idea how to run the business, how to run the meetings and everything. We're just going to do our base shop meeting and we will learn it in the process. So from day one, we owned our business and we experienced and we worked on it to learn, and it is okay not to be perfect. We are just working on it. That's the kind of attitude we had. That is also another big success for us. And since we qualified for Hawaii, we went as a family with Ravik's family and Venkat's family, and we came back and we opened our office. Within 9 months opening our office, our cash flow was not that great that time, and I went full time and Ashok is still part time. So it was a big decision, but the decisions that we made, every decision we made, it led us forward every step, right, for our success. Then we went to RMD Academy, and how many people we had on our team. Each event determined our success, and we had to travel to Ohio for a family event, and there we built a chance to build Pankaj. We had multiple boot camps and home meetings, and Raghu was traveling here to California at that time. Immediately when Raghu came, it was like 2 day notice. We immediately booked the room and everything. We made it like a boot camp, and we had good success from that event, and we were able to build multiple leaders, and we had our 200K celebration also. 11 months we made it 200K income. Okay, that determined, and when Raghu came, it stretched our vision so much, and we have been working closely with Raghu also. That helped Ashok to think about full time for the next year. And we also met Hubert again one-on-one. So that time it was like we are 200K income earner, little bit more. So Hubert was always teaching a system. As we get better in the system, we were able to catch his thought process more. So that's what I learned. So that's the picture with Hubert in July, which is like 11 months in the business. So in the first year itself, we traveled a lot. Like we traveled to Georgia, Ohio, South Carolina, Illinois, North Carolina, Nevada, Washington, Hawaii, obviously for the business trips as well as for the home meetings, and Florida. So we traveled good number of I mean, states as well as outside our state and even local home meetings. We were outside the house 54 days, including with family. And every time we went, you can see everywhere with my children. And if my mother is there, my mother. Right? It's not easy, right? So I took that responsibility to take care of them. Everywhere we go, we need to make sure they ate well, they slept well, the time zone and everything. It is a responsibility, right? But I happily enjoyed it because we made it like a family vacation each and every travel. So in the first year overall, we had 20 plus home meetings with 4 plus boot camps. That was the events and meetings we did. It led to build a good team by end of first year, and we learned the team building process, which we thought we know. Okay, at a high level, 9 plus states and 8 times outside the house. So this is our first year overall summary and how it went, and we always focused on expanding geographically, like not only sticking to one state and one location. Even in local, we do travel to 30 minutes, 1 hour away from our location, so where we can build it. And even the stall or anything we choose, we wanted to be a little bit away from the house. That we had that vision from day one, so that really helped us a lot. So then our second year started. It won't be the same, right? We think, oh, everything is going to be easy and have fun. No, it was not the same. And so second year, I would let Ashok share about the details. It was definitely not a easy year. So we had a lot going on. It will be really nice if Ashok would be sharing the second year of our journey in this business. Ashok, you are there?
He just left, I think, Raji. Yeah, from there.
Raji, maybe you can continue because maybe network issue there.
Yeah.
By the time
So
he rejoins.
yeah. So second year, right? Like everybody knows, the left side, if you see, we started with the COC and we ended with the COC because the COC was August 2024. So that is like our second year started, and the ending was like July. So it is like within our second year. When we started with 100K, 200K on the same stage and getting recognized by Hugh, but it was like high energy, and we were flying so high. We came with so much positive vibration and energy from the COC and Ashok's
was 22 years old when she starred opposite
and alarm breaking ceremony, everything in the
Can you hear
COC.
me
And
okay, Raji?
appearance.
yes, yeah.
Made a film debut earlier the same year, starring opposite Ronald Reagan.
I hear some other sound. Can somebody pause that?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Like exactly happened. I was about to start the second year, my internet got dropped. Okay. And the honeymoon period is over. Guys, what you heard is the rosy picture. I didn't know that God was calling for something, right? And there was a question, are you ready for roller coaster? That came from the God, right? And I didn't realize that. And I thought everything, up, running. It's like a movie, right? Suddenly all happy scenes, then you get into the reality. So let me take you through what I went through as a family, we went through as a reality, right? So the second year started, I purposefully put this slide like intentionally with all these information because this is how our life was the second year, everyone. So the day I decided to go full time, right there, I got a call from India. My dad was in, ICU, and we could never bring him back. And it was not an easy time. You come out of the job, and then you have a lot of big dreams, big goals that you want to achieve for your family. And the most important person in your life is no more, right? Okay, sorry. So that definitely impacted, our life in a big way. It directly impacted our, our team momentum. There was, a lot of people were dependent on us, right? We promised them, like we are going to be with you, right? So that led to a lot of low momentum, low recruit. Obviously, it impacted the savings and finance. Thanks to Raji, she was like rock solid, so I didn't have to worry about it. But every challenge will, every situation obviously will challenge you, right? So this is a question I asked myself, right? If I am in a job, what would I do? Right? What decision I would do if I'm in a job? So that gave me a little bit of clarity. right? If my dad survived from that, and what he would have asked me to do. So those are the few questions I asked myself. And then this is another thing I did. Instead of putting myself into a shell, staying at home, I said, let me put myself up front, right? So first person obviously I wanted to meet was Ravi, right? Because he's the most positive person that we all can come across, right? Everybody agree? Entire super system builders knows that, right? So right after I came back from India, there was a problem. I said, okay, let me take this chance. I had an option, right, to cancel the trip or go forward. I said, okay, I'm going to go. And my, the moral was like really low. And I'm like, I don't want to do anything kind of situation. But I'm so glad I pushed myself to go. Time with Ravi traveling actually, and then met Raghu and entire the team, and that brought the momentum back. Then that helped me to get back to the activities, like we were able to visit the integrity office and quantum growth and a lot of boot camps, and that is how we were able to overcome that 6 months. 6 months was definitely tough, right? Like you saw that first. In fact, one more thing I want to add. Right after my first COC, we were like celebrated. People like treated like a celebrity. Imagine on the month of August, you are coming out, people taking pictures and so much celebration. You're like, you are on the top of the world. Then you bring it down, like from the top of the mountain all the way down. That is how the roller coaster was. But again, everybody, right? This is life. It's not going to be straight line, right? There's going to be ups and downs. How do we handle that? What that is what determines where you're going to go next. So let me take you through what we did in the second part of the year, and where we were able to gain the momentum back and then started to work on it. Okay, so that is where the Top Gun came, and we made a decision. The best thing we did is we all, in our immediate leadership, we went to Ravik's home, right? We sat down, we had a one-on-one time. That was a game changer for sure, right? And that led us to the theme of last year, vertical aggressive move in Top Gun 2025, massive, team, like almost like 18 plus partners and 8 wide. And the whole strategy session that we had in Ravik's home changed our game, brought that momentum back because of the operation model that we as a team came up, right? Everybody knows that success of DFS, that we all meet 3 times a week. And that was definitely helped our, to build our leaders, build our entire team, right? And also through that, we made a decision. We made a decision that not only we will qualify for contest, which is already happening. Now we will not go to any contest without somebody from our team, right? That's when our leader Ramesh and Lakshmi stepped in, and so many other leaders were part of the goal, right? And we wanted to do it first, leaders, show it to the team, right? So how do we show ourselves, right? We want to put ourselves in the bonus pool every month, qualify first, then ask the team to do it. So that definitely changed the momentum. And you all know that power of you declaring the goal. I was one of those people that I wanted to declare the goal that I can achieve. But no, you have to stretch yourself, put your stretch goal in front of them, right? And write those goals in your vision board. So we have a vision board in our home, in our bedroom, and we have a huge US map that we, Raji and we both keep look at it, and everybody see, we know, we are going to fill all those states, right? So that is our, thought process. And another part of our vertical aggressive move, one thing we did very well, I would say, as a team, especially with the admin that we hired and all that, we started tracking diligently. Right? That was definitely a work that we put in action to have that vertical aggressive move. Because if you don't know your number, like many of you know that Aki's statement, right? Fall in love with numbers. If you don't know your numbers, how do you know where are you going? And that when you are tracking, you find a lot of things. Then what do? We go to our upline. We go to Ravik on a constant basis. We go to Raja for constant course correction. And we are blessed to have Raghu team. Like if you don't know power of our entire synergy team, Raghu's team, you have to start observing things. We are part of the best line of sponsorship in the entire GI. We are the number one team, right? Raghu's having access to Raghu made a big game change for us. So the constant course correction from all our three uplines helped us to do that vertical aggressive move, right? And let me go to the next portion where I want to share what we did was a lot of home meeting, a lot of all these things that I just mentioned, that vertical the aggressive move helped us to achieve. So you put the activity, the results will follow. You don't have to go behind the title, and that is so true, right? So we were always wanted to achieve certain title 3 months before, 2 months before. I say this, right? So whatever the title you want to achieve, you want to fulfill all those responsibility. I learned that from Raja. He always, gives us what is that you are supposed to do as a field builder, as a leader to motivate. Are you performing all those, fulfilling all those responsibility? So we were long before SFC, before the actual SFC title happened. So here is the one special moment. Our first 50K in 30 days. That was a good milestone to celebrate. It just happened to be the April, the R&D Academy was there, where Aki recognized in front of everybody. And that gave us again, the hope and confidence that if we can do it one time, we can do it every month. So we made a decision. That is a game changer in terms of the cash flow coming into the team. And during that time, here are some special pictures that I want to highlight. Right, here is our entire team. The quantum growth that happened in May 2025 in Gilroy. That was a special, the event where Ravik was able to travel, and all the Raja was there helping the entire team. Raghu came the previous day. What you see on the left side is our SFC, recognition in Atlanta office. This was our first one-on-one time with Aki. This time was very special. We asked for 30 minutes, but he gave, always, Aki is known for abundance, right? He gave 1.5 hours. Like, look at that, such a big leader after 2 long days. What a kind of blessings, what a kind of leadership we have, right? Thanks to Aki for that time. And that gave a lot of clarity, a lot of confidence, being able to have access to Aki. So you can see the rest of the numbers, but here is, like the roller coaster, right? Let's go to the next one, Raji. Yes, there was a lot of struggle. We bounced back, and then we had a really great family time, fun time. Obviously, Hajiya is our extended family, and especially we get to spend a lot of time with Ravik, a lot of time with Venkatvalli and Ramesh and Lakshmi, and blessings to have an entire team. So this is my special special slide in this entire deck, I would say, because it's all about family, right? Hajiya is all about extended family. Wonderful time. I'm really happy that I'm able to give what we are able to give to our kids. For them, going to Hawaii is a normal thing, right? Hawaii is part of our life every year, and being able to celebrate with all other families, we are having great time. Let's go to next one, Raji, considering the time. So this is our summary. What happened in this year 2. Like you saw, the roller coaster started with that. We bounced back, resulted in SFC promotion, and then a lot of the quantum growth happened in our team. We were able to had a good number of personal recruit that created a wide direct to us, and leading to 400K income, which exceeded our IT income, right? Both of our IT income. So first year with a lot of unknown, a lot of struggle, if we are able to come back, not just break even make way more than what we made in IT, that shows the power of the business. That shows the power of industry, power of this system, leadership, the support, the extended family that you have, right? So no matter what comes into your life, don't stop. Keep going. right? That is my message. With that, let me hand it over to Raji. Let's talk about the third year, and then I'll come back and close it with our goals. Raji, back to you.
Thank you so much, Ashok. You guys saw that how first year was and how second year was. So it won't be the same, right? It won't be the same in personal life also, right, for everybody. So it was the thing that what we were going through. It was not easy to bounce back, and as a family, right? Because this is our main bread and butter, and with all the emotional things that we are going through, it was a lot to go through, but we bounced back stronger. It's only because of our team, because we consider our team as extended family, and that's how they are to us. So the support that we got from them, like Raghu and Raja and Ravik and everybody, right, Venkat Valli and the entire team, we could really come out of it so fast. That resulted in the massive growth. So the third year, really, after the COC, which is we are still in the third year, we are only 5 months in the third year now. August 2025, it was really massive growth for us. Obviously, we got the black jacket, 500K black jacket, and multiple awards that you can see. We really focused on building the team more stronger and stronger, not focusing on the cash flow and title. Okay, that was our key takeaway from the COC. It will come, titles and other stuffs will automatically follow, right? You focus on building the team in a right way, do the basics in the right way. That was our main focus, and we are okay to wait whatever it takes to see the success. Okay, so when we came back, we really focused on building the team more in person. We went back to office. We always had office, but we were not going back, not going like after the Ashok's father's incident. And so we decided, okay, let's go back to office and let's build the team in person again. Weekly once we will go. So that we did, and it really worked perfectly to build the connection and with the local team, since we have good big local team as well. And as usual, continued with the home meetings and stalls and boot camp. The another thing what Ravik recommended us was, after we got the black jacket, so he said you run your own super team meeting, and so that there will be 3 BOP meetings. One is online, our super team meeting, entire team across the nation, and one will be just my base shop meeting, and then in-person meeting, that is also kind of super team meeting. We will align it here. So these 3 BOP meetings really helped us a lot, massively in the recruiting, actually. So we mostly recruited in the group meetings, and anybody available, not available during that time, we focused on individual recruiting. So that was another game changer in the third year that we started with. It really helped us a lot. We were able to master how to run the team meetings end to end, in person, online, and across the nation and base shop. So that we figured it out now. So that led us to build a big team now. So which led this whole year, we were able to build 4 RMDs, which is 3 direct RMDs from our side. And obviously we got our EFC promotions. So this whole year we were able to do the end Jan to December SFC and EFC promotion. And any minute I made sure we have 25 plus people active in our base shop. Just a base shop I'm talking about, and super base adding to that. And 10 wide any time in the base shop. And we focused on personal recruiting. Even though we were building the big team, we never stopped personal recruiting. Last year, our personal recruiting alone 25 personal recruits, which is why we always have 10 wide anytime in our this one. So we don't have to really focus on less people and spend more energy, right? So our energy can be spread across multiple people. So it is good for us and for them too. So that was another huge success that I always envisioned. And this year we are still envisioning more. I'm thinking we should have 20 wide, so that way it will be even more nice. So I started enjoying working with people more, which I already always enjoyed, but now I enjoy that more than the business. Like more than business, working with them and building the leaders, especially women leaders, that gives me more happiness than what I'm doing in this business. Actually, now, actually, to be honest, I don't really think about cash flow anymore. It's about how many leaders I'm working with, is what is giving me more satisfaction in this business. So that's what is my focus this 6 months. So this is our number. So the first year, the recruit was 105 recruits. This is Infinity team. 391K volume, business volume, and personal cash flow 200K plus 200K. Okay. The second year, the recruiting was 153 and volume was 754 and 500K. And now we are in the third year. You can see the number of recruits and the number of volume in the 5 months went so high compared to the previous year. So that is core because of the team building, and we learned the team building in a systematic way. And still it's going on. So we are looking to make $1 million cash flow this year, and we will make it happen. So this is our average graph of, you can see the recruitment versus volume, how it's going in a positive direction, which is what we wanted to see for our team. Okay, so next we will go through the goals ahead. I would let Ashok talk about the goals. Yeah, go ahead, Ashok.
Okay, let's bring it all together, right? So we are going 10x. So we are definitely, committed to Ravik, that our goals are very clear, and we are confident we will definitely achieve and exceed. So 1,000 recruit, and we will be the first super builder of entire super system builders organization, part of Ravik's Rupa, right? 25 new RMDs. That's our commitment. So as for our format, like before the next event, which is COC, right, in Las Vegas, that's going to happen. If you have not registered, please register for that event and set your goals. So we will be COMD team in the next 3 months. For sure, we'll celebrate it in COC as an entire Conquerors team. So this is, as I said on the stage in Top Gun, this is not an individual title; it's a team title. So it's an entire Conquerors team. We will go, COMD team, and we are, going to have a red jacket, right? So we want to change the color from black to red. So we are working on our red jacket, 1 million income earner by the COC event. But in the entire year, if you ask me, we were able to break down into each madman cycle. So the first madman cycle, the first thing we want to do is get 25 partners from our team running independent meeting. We all know our mantra, 1117. So that's what we are aligned. We already achieved 9. More leaders are emerging. I see another 6 more leaders will be added next week. And we will be able to comfortably achieve 25 plus partner running this meeting. And every contest, like I said, we are going to work on the Chicago contest, build the super base. That's going to be our theme this year, because we want to change the game. As a result, you will see more and more RMDs coming up. And also 2 leaders in our team already declared they are going to be Black Jacket earners. So you should come to Top Gun to celebrate those 2 Black Jacket winners from Conquerors. I'll keep it secret, so you can come and find out who those 2 winners are. And many diamond rings and success watch earners are coming from our team. Massively, we are going to build. RMD is going to pop up everywhere. Let's go to the next one, Raji. So, and then as we move forward, then the second part of the the year, the Madman Cycle 3 and 4, you will see we are focusing on building a super team. From super base, we'll move to super team, and we will qualify for all 3. That's a promise to Ravik, that we will have RMD base shop, super base, super team, all 3 levels qualified. Follow your standard, which is like Ravik always qualifies in 3 categories, and it's a promise through this recording that we will be qualified in all these 3 categories without any doubt. And we are building a lot of executive leaders. Like I said, massive growth is going to happen. And 2 new CEO MDs. Again, this is declaration from them. Conquerors team have declared, those leaders have declared they are going CEO MD this year. And as a Conquerors team, we will start speaking right after COC about EVC team, right? So it's a COMD going EVC team. That is our team for 2026. Conquerors here to conquer. And we are definitely committed, consistent, coachable. Everybody knows our team for that. And I want to bring it up by thanking everyone. As you go to the next one. So thank you. Big thanks to Raja, Pravik, Raghu, Venkatwali, everybody, and our entire Conquerors team. You are, means a lot. Everybody that I see in this picture, our leaders are coming up. If I start naming everyone, it's going to take forever. So thank you all. The special picture on the left side at Raghu's home, along with his entire family, and Raja and Raji's mom. It was a special time. It was a great vision stretch time. Whenever you need a course correction, where do you go? You go to Houston. So that's where we were there. And that perfectly worked out. What a blessings to have that one-on-one time. And the right side is a very special picture taken by Raja in Hawaii. That was a beautiful moment. We cannot forget that kind of moment, and a lot of fun eating together. I can say 1%, right? Ravik knows, in thick and thin, like he was always there with us. When we were enjoying, when we were positively frustrated, when we were crying, he was there, right? So that is what family is all about, right? So if you are here for the first time or watching this recording in the future, know that you are in the right place. Know that you are surrounded by good people. Know that people are here very, very with a positive goal, and there is no second agenda here. Here, agenda is together we all win, and you are definitely going to win as long as you don't quit. As long as you are part of this platform, success is guaranteed, right? There is no doubt. So again, big thank you to everyone. Raji, you also say thanks, and then let's play this video and close it in a minute.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ashok. First of all, I wanted to thank you, multiple people in this. First, thanks to Ashok, right, for doing so much to our family. I know he appreciates me a lot, that as I do things in this business, but most of you know that the entire business has been built mostly by Ashok actually. 75% of the effort is coming from him. I'm only 25% of the effort, but yes, I'm supporting and I'm helping him, but he does everything, and he's so humble, so he doesn't talk about himself, that everybody knows. But the most of the work non-stop since we started in this business. He don't really take any rest. He enjoys that. Okay, that's what he's doing, and thank you so much to Ashok for doing that for our family. And second thing, I wanted to thank you, my children. Right here, they are, my bundle of joy, Pratiksha and Pratyaksh. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna. Okay, I'll bring them in a minute. And third, I wanted to thank you, my mother. My mother is a really big role model for me, and she is the big support in our family for everything. You know that she comes every year, 6 months, and she takes care of the kids, and that's how I'm able to do what I'm doing. And she travels everywhere in the COC. You can imagine what kind of walking we have to do. Still, she'll be sure when I'm on the stage, she's there to watch. When I'm getting awards, she'll be there to cheer me up. So she's the everything for me. And thank you so much to my mother and our family in India, my mother-in-law and everybody, siblings, Ashok side and my side. And most importantly, we wanted to thank you, our team, right? Without them, there is not anything. So they are the one who made us here, and it's extended family. We have close to 400 partners on our team. It's like 400 families we have in US. We came to this country without anybody. Now we have 400 families in our life. We can proudly say that, and they'll be there for us for anything without blinking of my eyes, I can say. And more importantly, Venkat and Valli for giving this opportunity to us, which is why we are here talking. And Ravik and Rupa. Ravik, particularly, he spent a lot of time. Thank you is a very, very small thing for giving time, right? Because if somebody is giving their time, it's most valuable more than money. And Ravik has given so much to us, and which is why we are able to um, shine and come across like this. And Ravi, thank you so much from our heart, bottom of our heart, Ravik and Rupa. And Raja, our servant leader, we don't have to say. Raja, when we think about Raja, it's always very, very positive, and we don't have to think what we have to speak. And Raghu, right? Um, I can call Raghu and I can ask anything. That is a kind of freedom he has given to me as a woman leader if I'm working. And you can see these pictures. We went to Raghu's house and see, it's like a family picture, right? Like we take it in India. That's the kind of fun we had. I felt like I'm staying in my brother's house. That's how I felt. And right side, if you see on the beach in Hawaii, right? Baby beach. We all were having fun. It was so good to spend time. It feels like it gives more happiness that we wanted to spend more time together. And in Hawaii, we spent good family time. And this video, we took it in COC. After the Raghu session in the Top Gun, I wanted to play this video. Just let me know if you're all able to hear the sound. Let me make sure. And then I'll bring in my children.
That was fun.
Were we
That's
able
it.
to see that?
Yeah, we were able to hear
Yes,
that. You
yes.
can stop sharing. And
Yeah.
that was in Raghu's presidential suit in in Top Gun. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
I
I'm
am
gonna
yes.
sorry
Bring
to
the
interrupt.
kids.
I'm gonna bring in my
Yes.
children. Who is the main reason for me, who are my bundle of joy, and which is why we are for whom we are doing this business and why we are doing this. Whenever I get any doubt, like why I'm doing this, sometimes I get frustrated. And I'm very, very clear. I'm doing this and we are doing this for our children, and we will never stop or do anything for any reason. Okay, this is for them. So here, my daughter, Pratiksha, she is 13 years old, so understanding. They have taken care of so much of family responsibility, taking care of some of the chores in the house. And then my another bundle of joy, my son
Shy guy.
Pratyaksh, 10 years old. So
That's
because
good
of them,
question.
we are there, and they keep reminding us of our goals. When are we going CUMD? Why are you still not CUMD? You still didn't get qualified for Hawaii. What? You asked us to do all this work in the house, and still you didn't get there. So that's the kind of language we have. I asked them, hey, if I have to go say CUMD, you have to help with the dishes and everything. So they're doing dishes and laundry and everything, and then they're asking, why? Still you are not CUMD? Oh, come on. So that's the kind of language we have, and they are very clear on their goals. And thank you so much to my children also for the understanding and support, even though they are so young. They support a lot. That's all I have.
Excellent. Excellent. Great. That was an amazing story. I will call Venkat and Valli and Raja for quickly. But this is for all the new people. I know many people have the respective meeting, but just understand how it all started. All right. This is whatever I'm sharing. Understand from the long term point of view, because it's not that they came just like that. Correct. So the reason I'm sharing is you have to understand. So when we started the business, me and my wife in FI 2020, we started and we dropped. It was literally zero. Then we approached Venkat Valley. All right. Now again, when the event started and we restarted strong 2022, we said this time, Venkat Valley, let's do it. We are now serious. It's not like the hobby kind of thing. Okay. This was second approach. They did not get started. After that, Valley saw our picture in 2023. Then Venkat Valley approached. This was in April 2023. And Ashok Raji came into the business in August, mostly 2023, like August, July, something like that. Okay, everybody just understand. Now, today we are in 2026. Okay, they finished EFC anyway before, and they became the first EFC in the entire team. That is the power of law which works strong, sowing and reaping. All right, they are the first EFC in the entire team. So you never know who will be your next leader. What if the approach was done properly during that from our side? And what if okay, later Vali told me you should talk to both husband and wife together. You did a mistake. Correct. So don't underestimate the power of invitation. Don't underestimate, most importantly, the power of patience, long-term vision. You never know when your next superstar will come. And when we went CEO RMD in 2024 Jan, more than 15 RMDs we had. Ashok Raji were not even RMD during that. Now they became the first EFC. Correct. So with the same old habits, with the same old current team, you cannot go to the next level. So your biggest superstar, like Hubert says, the biggest superstar is not born yet in the entire company. Okay, but let's hear from Venkat Valli, because those are the people who recruited them, who approached them for the first time, and then we'll go to Raja and we'll conclude. Okay, yeah, Venkat Valli, over to you.
Right, right. So that was an amazing story. It was amazing story. I'm truly, I would say, like I'm getting goosebumps by listening, because me and Valli, we are there from day one until now. So for everybody who are new here, it all started with a simple approach contact. So we were like doing volunteer work at a temple. So Ashok, Raji, myself, Valli, and there are other folks. It's a small temple near our home, and we used to go there regularly. And they came to California just 1 year back, and we don't know many people here in this area where we are living. So we started the business, and we have been approaching many people, and then we are waiting to approach Ashok and Raji, because they are also going through some. They bought a home, they moved to River Island, right? And after that, they went to India for like a month or two. We were waiting for the right time to approach. And one fine day, while washing the vessels in the temple, I was talking to Ashok casually. Ashok, there is a business opportunity. I would like to show it to you. He was very open-minded. See, what will we think generally, right? Hey, they are well settled, right? So they are already in this country for more than 20 plus years. They know everything. They have everything, right? What will we think? They know everything. They already know everything. They will say no, right? So we did not think about anything. I just approached him like casually in temple. We both are washing the utensils, and then Ashok was very open-minded. Yes, I would like to see what it is. Very open-minded, very humble beginnings, right? Until then, we know each other as a temple volunteers. That's it. And then after that, we had the BOP with Ravik. Of course, Ravik was my field builder. And then we want Raji also to say, okay, obviously, right? Ashok said, just like everybody, I will check with my wife. I was like, oh, Raji should say okay, because I know Raji is very strong. She's very strong, and she's a good leader. Our introduction. I mean, obviously, after 1 year of travel, we know a little bit about each other, right? And of course, kids are amazing. So that's how. I mean, Pratyaksh is the reason why we got connected. So our first interaction started with like Pratyaksh, right? And after that, after 1 or 2 days, I don't know what happened. They came back and said, okay, we will start. That's how it started. Very, very humble beginnings. And after that, they saw the potential. And starting from day one or starting from first week onwards, 100% confidence in the business. Right? Raji, you have to see, even in the beginning, what is there, Venkat? We can go and recruit everybody. That was the same belief starting from day one until now. I still remember. Right? What is there, Valli? We can go and recruit many people. We'll recruit everybody in California. That's the same thing starting from day one. No change at all. 100% confidence in the business, right? I remember this Steve Jobs famous dialogue, right? It doesn't make sense to hire smart people and then tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can like tell us what to do. I was like, what is this? Am I listening it correctly? So they raised our bar. Right? So if you have strong people who have big ambitions in your team, so obviously you will also think. So just like Ashok was telling, right? You are surrounded with a lot of ambitious people in this environment. So leverage it properly. So Ravik is so ambitious, Ashok and Raj are ambitious. Everybody who are on this call are so ambitious. You are surrounded with so many positive people. And so thanks to Valli, who is the reason why we started this business. And she is the reason why we started going to the temple also. Right? Valli, anything to say from your side?
Yeah, I mean, what I understood is giving is easy, but దాన్ని నిలబెట్టాలంటే it requires lot of hands. That Ashok Raji did with the team, with their team, and today they raised the HGI level also and our thinking changed. Like we are learning each and every day from them, and our whole team is seeing them as like no words, Raji and Ashok, for your efforts. Auntie, 100% I can say. Your parents also came, Ashok Garu, at that time, and she was surrounded with people, Raji, at home, but still she was managing cooking, business, everything surrounded. I saw. In the meanwhile, I mean, Pratiksha did Arangetram also. Lot of things they did as a family. And I know I know from the day they started and now what are they facing and all, which is for good. So like everyone has to think much to put efforts in this business for their own family as well as others. Help lot of families just like them. Good.
Awesome. Congratulations again, Ashok and Raji. We wish to see you at the top. Okay, let's make it EVC team.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
Yes,
so much,
that's the
Venkat
power.
and Valli
EVC
and
team,
Ravik.
EFC to
Thank you.
EFC.
Thank you for that.
That's the way. Yeah, before we invite Raja, all the new folks, just understand, right? Their journey you would have seen. You want Hawaii, you want money, you want freedom, you want all the, see, whatever the journey overcoming they said, that would have anyway happened if they would have continued like a regular IT engineering job, which already they have. But life is all about that adventure, right? Exploring, overcoming, and becoming all that. Correct? If they continue to do what they're doing, like a regular, I'm not saying regular IT, I'm not putting any job down. I'm just saying this business can help you in many intangibles, which you have to experience. After 2-3 years, you should find yourself saying, glad I did this. Correct? So money, vacation, freedom, family time, dream, future, helping people, whatever it is, pick up one strong reason.
The internet is crazy today, huh?
And stick to it for 1 year. Then you get the, am I there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. By closely working with Ashok Raj, I can tell you one thing, right? From day one, they never dropped the ball. Day one. Like how Venkat Valli exactly said, the excitement, the energy which they had from day one, even now, that doesn't mean that they did not had ups and downs. They had many. You saw Ashok going emotional on the same video now. Correct? So everybody is a human being. Nobody's an AI here, right? But it's just that they're putting the party on top and how they overcome other things. Okay. So we'll conclude with Raja, your closing comments, and again, Ashok Raji, thank you. And great. Your story inspires us, everybody in the entire company.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ravi.
thank you, Ravik, for this great meeting. Again, congratulations, Ashok and Raji. I didn't realize whether knowingly, unknowingly, I was there in every picture.
You are part of our
Okay.
life.
Yeah. So the one thing is that I admire about you is your work ethic, and whether you disagree or doesn't matter what the goal, and I have to put in my work. And the biggest success, in my opinion, is you both working together. And I know the power. That's why this business is a power couple business, right? So knowingly, unknowingly, you started that way, and the mindset that you guys came with is being our leader, right? Our system is the path to succeed in this business. You never questioned on that. You never had any doubts on that. You never challenged on that. And whenever I say anything, because I don't know any other way to say things that beyond the system, because I don't have any experience outside of this business or in any business. So you had that coachability and you had that commitment to achieve your dreams. It's your dream, right? So that is what actually excites me to when I think about you guys. It is like one side is a rocket booster, the other side is the stabilizer. The rocket. Everybody knows, right? So everybody knows what the roles are. So congratulations again, and I know. So this is one quote what Aki mentioned: one recruit equal to infinity. So you are the one recruit for Venkat Valli, which is equivalent to infinity. So like that, we all are part of our upline team. How can we be the biggest part in our uplines hierarchy or in our uplines goals? And if you have that kind of a thought, my God, because you are not part of it, you want to be part of something bigger than you. And I have no doubts, absolutely, that you will be an EVC team by end of the year. I am not even going to talk about CEO team anymore because you have to achieve EVC. So CEO is part of it. We don't stop. We don't make the restroom stops planning. We want to go to a place which is significant. EVC is kind of a night stop. That is not the end, right? So wish you all the very best, and let's go from here. Go conquer our state. Let's conquer not only our future and help others to conquer their futures.
Thank you so much, Raja. Means a lot.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining with us today. You all have a good rest of the day, and I know a lot of meetings coming up for the rest of the day. Plug into the meetings and hold the meeting, right? There's no training; it's all hold the meeting. And wish you all lot of success. We cannot wait to celebrate your success. We have such a great team culture as entire Raghu's team. Let's all of us, cheer for each other and, success. Okay. Anybody have anything else to share? Please share now. Back to you all. Anybody wants to share anything? It's time to share.
Just making sure, Bala, you are recording. Share the recording. Yeah. Anybody want to ask questions? I know Ashok Raji is available in DFS anyway, but you can open up for questions for 5 minutes, and then
Everything
we'll
recorded
continue
till now.
further. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Should I stop or still I need to wait?
Yeah, you may stop. Questions, I think we'll handle later. Yeah.
Yeah, you can start.